Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Just again, baby.
Is extremely hot. I mean, it is hot, y'all. I mean, I'm sweating my balls off right now. And that ain't no joke. And this black shirt that I have to put on is not at all thin. And I know I'm gonna sweat my butt off in it. It's sticking to me. I mean, I am sweating some kind of bad. I got the Ozonics running on boost mode. I mean, it is dead calm out here. I mean, dead calm. During the summertime, this buck would bed up here on this hillside, like to my left a little bit anyway. And I know it's a bunch of oak trees up there. But he would bed up there in the summer. And that morning, he would funnel down and feed in this food plot. And then he would move on off into this creek bottom and bed there during the day, where it's a lot cooler in the summertime because it's a creek bottom. In the afternoons, he would filter out of this creek bottom out to this food plot and go right back up there on the hillside and bed there during the night. And that was his pattern all summer long. And right at September, or before September, I should say, probably late or middle of August, he stopped doing that on a consistent basis. And I think it's due to the acorns, the amount of acorns that are dropping right now is a lot. I mean, a lot. I think that's why. But I still think he was bedding in that creek bottom where it's a lot cooler during the day and just moving on and feeding somewhere else, either feeding on the acorns in the creek bottom or somewhere else. But we've had all this rain. I mean, a lot of rain. Places are flooding out. It's a lot of rain. But that swamp or creek bottom down there that he's been bedding in during the day, it's underwater. What's not underwater is completely saturated. The only place that's good for them to bed down at right now is either hillsides or the top of the hills, where the ground is the most, that's where it's going to dry out first. So, that's my theory. I just hope he comes out here this afternoon. I would love to shoot this buck with my bow. I mean, I would love to. See what happens. It's hot. I'm about to crack this Mountain Dew open and get quiet and see what happens. It is 5 o'clock right now, so got almost 3 hours before it gets dark. See what happens. That's a wrap. Alright, here we are, going to deer stand, or ground blind this afternoon. Running blind. It's 5 o'clock, so go run here real quiet, sit down, see what happens. Alright, well, we are all set up in the ground blind. Got those Ozonics running. I'm not sweating too awful bad. And I washed my clothes, I don't know, about a week ago. They've been hanging up outside for a week now. I really hope this dude walks out tonight. I really, really do. I also hate that I don't have my pistol on me, because we got black bears down here, and that black bear's already wrecked 2 of my ground blinds. So if this doesn't get posted, and these are my last words, it's been real. I've seen my grandpa's food plot since I planted it. Finished planting it last week, and it's kind of coming up a little bit, not a whole lot. Here we are. I don't know what else to say. I'm just gonna shut up and wait on a deer to walk out.
The buck come out last night at very last light. I did not have enough video camera light to video anything with the camera to get him on camera at all. I could see him, and there was 4 does in the corn pile, and I had him show up at the edge of the field and stood there for probably 15 minutes as it got darker. And if you remember that little spike, the way he was kind of like messing around with that smaller 8-pointer, that spike occupied the bigger buck right there in that corner for probably 15 minutes as the light slowly faded away. And when he finally got in front of me, it was past legal shooting light, and on top of that, I couldn't see my pins anyway if I wanted to. So we're headed back this afternoon in hopes that he'll show up. He showed up midday today, so hopefully he will swing back through there this afternoon. That's my hope. So anyway, we're headed to the ground blind, and I'll pick you up when we get there. All right, we're headed back out this afternoon. It's supposed to get down into the 30s tonight. I think it's supposed to get down to like 36 or 35, something like that. Either way, it's gonna get flipping cold. Yesterday the wind was blowing so much I didn't see anything, not a single deer. But as soon as I got out of there, I say maybe 35 minutes after I left, maybe 40, the buck I was after showed up and was cool, calm, and collected the whole time. Stayed there for a while eating. So today's wind, yesterday was like a 15 to 18 mile an hour steady wind with like 25 gusts, and today is going to be 10 mile an hour wind with 12 to 15 mile an hour gusts. So with any luck, the wind will calm down a little bit faster and more this afternoon, and they'll feel more comfortable coming to the food plot with it being less windy. So that's the hopes. I'm gonna walk down here and get in the ground line and see what happens. He kind of told himself the other night, getting up close and personal with one of my reveal cell cameras. Same thing as yesterday, just a little less windy. Wind's blowing right in my face, like 10 miles an hour, but down here in this bottom, it's really not blowing that bad at all. It's actually already started to calm down a lot, which is great. And it's a little bit warmer today during the day than it was yesterday. But I think that's mainly because yesterday we had a lot of cloud cover with the fronts moving in. Today we don't have nowhere near as clouds. I mean, it's bright and sunny, but the drop tonight is going to be way more dramatic. So with any luck, he'll get up on his feet a little bit earlier tonight, and I can hopefully get a swing at him. So we'll sit here and see what happens. Hopefully we see something tonight, because last night we didn't see jack.